Hey guys, what's up? So the most popular forklift simulator in the world, Shenmue, might actually get a new game in spring 2016. Now, I really enjoyed Shenmue 1 and 2 on the Dreamcast. I thought they were great games, quite unique, right, in their approach, in their mixture between like exploration, puzzling, strong open world aspects, and obviously the martial arts. I mean, it is a Japanese game. It has Japanese handwriting all over it. It just feels very much like a Japanese game. And actually, when I played it, it very much reminded me from the look and feel of like the Virtua Fighter games. I don't know if you played those, but anyway, just yesterday some really compelling evidence, and note the sarcastic ironic tone in my voice there, has surfaced that we might actually be getting an HD remake of Shenmue 1 and 2 plus a third game which actually concludes the series. Now sit tight and I'm going to take you through the supposing compelling evidence, and I'm just saying that in this way because it's not very compelling and you should really take this with a grain of salt, but I still thought it's an interesting story, so let's look at this together. So the following images have surfaced from some kind of promotional video. We don't know where it came from exactly. It was released or like kind of leaked / published on the Japanese website Gamestalk, and here's the first image, and what it shows is a leather jacket, and on the leather jacket we can see some kind of leaves or some kind of petals or something. Now in the second image, just quickly jumping to that, you can see this symbol is kind of embedded into the jacket, and that apparently resembles the logo that was on Ryo's jacket, who's the main character of the game. And I have to say there is a little bit of resemblance if you see the sun symbol in the bottom right there, and then the symbol above that. It is pretty much that, and overall the leather jacket very much looks like his jacket. And then going back to the first image, where we see these three petals, and they have three cuts, right? The first one has one cut, the second one has two cuts, and the third one has three cuts. So I guess interpreting this image, we get a remake of 1 and 2, an HD remake, and then there is part 3, a completely new Shenmue game. Maybe, who knows? It actually looks like that. But what's even more interesting than all that is the list of logos on the bottom. On the left, obviously the Sega logo. Sega is the company behind the first two games, so no real surprise there. But then next to it, the Square Enix logo. And that is a bit weird because Square Enix had nothing to do with the previous games, but you could imagine that Sega kind of approached Square Enix and said, look, we want to bring out a new game, but we need maybe a bigger team to make it happen, or we need a little bit more power behind it to actually make it a proper AAA game or whatever, like just asking for help. And Square Enix supports them, and maybe we're gonna see this announcement trailer at this year's E3 Square Enix press conference. Hashtag just saying, don't know. On the bottom in the center you can see a spring 2016 kind of release date, I guess. And then on the right you can see the PS4 logo and the Steam logo, which is also quite interesting because to me Shenmue always was kind of a console game. I don't know, it just felt like a console game, but hey, if we get it on Steam, I will not complain. I'm very happy with that. So as I said, guys, I think this information really has to not be taken with a grain of salt. It has to be taken with a whole mountain, with like all the salt that you could probably source from the oceans in the world. That's the amount of salt you should take this information with. It's by no means a confirmation of anything. These three petals, I mean the third petal could also mean that Half-Life 3 is confirmed by all that I can guess, but I thought it's an interesting story, and I just want to hear your thoughts on Shenmue. Did you play the series? Would you be really happy about a new Shenmue game? Or do you think, yeah, well, I don't really care. It's that long ago that these games came out. It's just in the past, and I don't care anymore. So leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, then leave me a like. You can also subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I see you guys next time. I'm out. Bye.